Tnat ke Pule Puthi ke jylla Meghalaya Lyngba ka Directorate of School Education and Literacy kelapli Paidbah mynne ka arpukandai tarik Nailur arhajar arpuar da ka Elaunch hakaba sanpotali ki skul lower primary but upper primary jong ke jylla kila kynthup lang haka school infrastructure upgradation project phase 1. Hakatei ke juk kesengi la pelat baru ya ka program National Initiative for Proficiency in Reading with Understanding and Numeracy lani kanipun Meghalaya kabalong ka program kaban kentiu ka Pule Puthi ki khna skul na du ki Bah Lai hadu khandai snem karta. Ya ketika program la pentrai kam ban pen urlong ke jingtmu ka sarkar pedeng halor ka ba penang penstat ya barok ki khna Pule hadu ka kerdan ka Bah Lai hapa usnem arhajar arpun riu arhajar arpun nyo. Myntri Rangbah ke jylla Conrad Sangma ulalong ukongsan hakatai ke jingyalang haka jingedon rengkat lang Myntri ke Tnat Pule Puthi Ma Lahkmen Rymbui, Myntri ke C&RD Bah Hamletson Dohling, Chief Secretary ke jylla Meghalaya Bah D P Wahlang, Principal Secretary Shakeel Ahmed, Commissioner Bat Secretary ke Tnat Pule Puthi B D R Tiwari, Secretary katei ke Tnat Pule Puthi Bat Balong ru Director jong ke School Education and Literacy ke jylla Meghalaya Ambrose Ch Marak, ki Officer ke Education Department bat QA. Habakrena katei ke jingyalang Conrad Sangma layatho baka sarkar ka thmu ban kynthup haka School Infrastructure Upgradation Project tangi ki kerdan Pule lower but upper primary jong ki school nrei ki kerdan secondary but higher secondary ru kumju khnang baka jingthmu ban penbha bat penthamai ya arspa tylli ki school kan urlong haka jylla Meghalaya. Conrad Sangma ulaongru bahakatei ka project on yarap lang da ki Deputy Commissioner ki district ka jylla ka Tnat PWD bat ki wei ki Tnat sarkar ki bala ban ya trei lang nakabenta ban penkiu ya ka Pule Puthi ha Meghalaya.
Started and we should be able to start the work for the rest of the schools. We have put a target that the B category and the C category and the schools and some of the D category schools which are very basic repair, we have a target that in about 100 days we should be able to finish. That means about 1500 plus schools which require minor repair and some major repair. We have gone on a mission mode where we are going to categorize the schools into 100 clusters, and on a mission mode we will put all the deputy commissioners, officials, departments all behind it to monitor things and target that we should be able to complete this B and C category renovation within a specific period of time. It's a big challenge. I'm not saying that it will happen, it won't happen, but we are daring to do it and moving forward with it, and we will do our best to ensure that we are able to meet that target. While we say that, I think the Education Minister has clearly mentioned to all of you, it's not that we can transform everything in one foot. Education sector may be one of the most complicated sectors that we have, and complicated departments that we have in the government. Everything from the kind of categorization of teachers, from the different categorization of schools, from different problems that each of these categories have, to different administrative issues that were there earlier which need to be then again streamlined, to different demands and pressures from different categories which are there, so on and so forth. It's not possible for us to transform education in one go. But as I said, a long journey starts with the first step. And I can assure you that we have taken more than the first step. A lot of things have happened. We are in the right direction. And we are sure that as we move along, we will see a huge change in the way the rankings are there for our state. Rightly mentioned by the Chief Secretary that majority of the rankings takes place based on the infrastructure availability or the absence of the infrastructure. And therefore we realize that we need to change that to be able to improve our rankings. Hence, once we complete these schools and we're able to improve overall the infrastructures, you will automatically see that in 2023, 2024, 2025, as the infrastructures get complete, you will see that the rankings for the Meghalaya state education sector is going to go up. And this has been the strategy that we have adopted at all levels of governance. And today it's not just the education sector. As a government, we have tried to ensure that overall governance improves at every level, in all the sectors and all the departments. And it's not we that are claiming that we have done this or done that. We are saying we have tried our best. But the results are showing. On the 2nd of October, which is Gandhi Jayanti, the Honorable President of India will be giving an award to the state government of Meghalaya as one of the best performers for the Dse&L program. This is an indication of how the PhD department has been working exceptionally well, that an award from the President of India is going to come to us. We got an award from the UN, where we competed with different world nations, not just states in our country, where China, Singapore, European nations were competing against us. And we won an award for e-governance at the UN, which again is a testimony of the kind of work that's going on. The MSME and the Commerce Ministry gave us an award for the best ecosystem, startup ecosystem among the small states. It shows the kind of work that we're doing in entrepreneurship, that we're trying to promote our entrepreneurs and give our youth an opportunity. We recently got an award for the best performance in the MHIS in the health department. Again, clearly reflecting the kind of work and improvement that's happening in the health department. We got an award for the sustainable tourism sector. Again, given by Government of India. The best among small states. These are testimonies to reflect and show how it's not about one department. It's not about what we do for one particular problem. It's about the entire working mechanism of how government should deliver, how a system should work. And I've been stressing on this point from day one that we are not coming here to change everything. We are coming here to improve on where we were and make it better. And we can do it by doing small changes. It's not that we have to change everything. Small steps, small changes, small monitoring. Continuous, accountability. Reporting. These are simple things that can change the way things are.
We will thank the Education Department for organizing this very important function to inaugurate 50 schools which were constructed starting in the year 2020-21 onwards, and also for launching this Nipun Meghalaya mission. Introduction has already been given by our Commission Secretary Education. I will not go deep into details as far as the numbers are concerned, but some very glaring statistics which stares us in the face on a day-to-day basis, I think so should be mentioned here. We have at present about 14,694 schools in the state of Meghalaya, 14,694. Out of which a majority of them, about 87% are LP schools, and LP and elementary schools, LP and upper primary, lower primary and upper primary, and the remaining 13% are secondary and higher secondary schools. So basically, the bulk of the schools that we have in the state, 87%, that is about nearly 12,000 numbers, are actually in the level of class 1 to class 8, the elementary section. Most of these schools are actually in very dilapidated condition, most of them taken over from the district council in the year 1994. And many of them, you all are aware, it has been discussed at different forums, without roofs, without windows, without proper equipments like furniture and other facilities that's required in the classrooms. It was with the vision of both the Honorable Chief Minister as well as the Education Minister that we had to take a very strong call in spite of the financial burden, the financial problems that we had in the state. And this call was taken in the year 2019, 1 year after this government came into power. And in 2019, Honorable Chief Minister had a review meeting of the Education Department and said that this is not done. Meaning that We cannot continue like this with the present condition of the schools. We have seen pictures, we have seen videos in social media, the condition of all these schools, and it's, to use the word pathetic is actually an understatement. It's worse than that. I'm happy that in 2019 the government took this call under the leadership of our Chief Minister when we had a review meeting, and then we had started this phase-by-phase reconstruction of all these schools. It was mentioned by B D R Tiwari, our Commissioner, but then I'll just reiterate and again mention the numbers. So we've decided and planned to redo about 2016 elementary schools. That is LP and upper primary schools covering students of class 1 to class 8. In phase 1, 191 LP schools and 7 upper primary schools. All of them work started and 90% of the work completed.
Since 2014, our country has been plagued by divisive forces. TMC is in Meghalaya with the mission to empower the people, uphold the ethnic cultures and traditions, celebrate the sacred land. To oust the proxy BJP government from Meghalaya, be the change, support TMC by calling on 96877 96877.